Sweet potato pie. Oh my goodness. I got a buddy named Kevin Keeney. And since we were little kids, if he heard something that was weird that he could not identify, he just knew there was something here and it deserved attention, he would cry out, sweet potato pie. So, all right. Yoel Romero lost a fight to Phil Davis. Now, I'm not only used to reverse engineering the outcome of a contest. I'm not only used to seeing it, I'm used to crafting them myself, and I've never seen anything as good as this. Do you guys know why Yoel Romero lost his fight to Phil Davis, according to Yoel? Have you heard this? Sweet potato pie, because he thought it was 5 rounds. They stopped that contest after 3, and he was wondering where the other 2 was. He was saving his energy. Now, as hard as that is to ever believe that there is a misunderstanding to that level between trainer, athlete, media, promoter. I mean, there's 50 different ways you're going to find out how many, the actual contract and the piece of paper you sign. There's going to be so many different ways that you're going to find this out. But let's make for believe, because Yoel, who I don't think is a great actor, is sticking to the story. I thought there was 2 more rounds. In the history of Yoel Romero, it is possible, if he in fact thought there was 2 more rounds, that he was going to fight different. I can name a number of fights for you. I can name wrestling matches that Yoel had back when he was 19, 20, 21 years old. I've been following his career that long. Where he would throw rounds away. He would throw minutes away. Then he would sprint at the end. I can tell you in his debut against Ronnie Marks, losing that whole damn fight, puts his sprints down, ends up getting his hand raised. I can tell you Yoel's win over Chris Weidman, he lost every round of that fight. He lost every minute of that fight. Put his foot down on the throttle, goes for a TKO and found it. Yoel's fight with Luke Rockhold. This is the way Yoel fights. Truly. Truly. He saves. He is the master of the rope-a-dope. And it isn't just Yoel. He came through the Cuban national wrestling team. That's where I got exposed to him. That whole team was very good at the rope-a-dope. All of them. They still do it to this day if you follow the Olympic Games. You will think they are exhausted 2 seconds in. They will make you think they are so tired by the time they got to the mat that you're not even going to have an opponent that's going to try here. And then they will, boom, 30 seconds. 30 seconds of a 6-minute match is all that they will turn their offense for. They will score enough points to make it to the next round. It's a fascinating way to go. Russians, very well known to do this same thing, but Yoel came up through that. And I'm only sharing with you right? This is the world's most baffling excuse, in all fairness. I cannot help but to tease Yoel Romero for even saying the words. But if he really thought there was 2 more rounds, and he thought he was going to reserve and hold back, and as you do watch the fight, there was a couple of places, he's fighting Phil Davis, there was a couple of places where it did look as though Yoel could offer more resistance. There was specifically a 1-2 by Phil right into a takedown that looked like Yoel could have hit the mat and scrambled but chose not to. That's something you would do if you were throwing the round away and you're trying to lure the guy into the 18, 20, 21 minute mark. And that's what Yoel is attempting to reverse engineer here. In the world of if, right? If somehow he really thought this was going to be 5 rounds. Press conferences all week, it was never mentioned. History in Bellator of not doing that. Contract that was signed. Referee who explained the rules. 3 coaches in his corner. His mom and dad who were watching it. I mean, if nobody ever told him, not only did they never tell him that it was only 3 rounds, they must have told him the opposite and said, hey, buddy, you're going 5. Why would you assume you're going 5? Why would you? He must have been told. And he kind of fought like he was maybe waiting. He has a history of that. Sweet potato pie. Yoel lost a 3-round fight, and he is trying to tell you he thought it was scheduled for 5. That is gold.